Hi, my beautifuls. Thank you for joining me for your full body strength class. Today, we're just using a set of hand weights. I'm going with my 2 kilo weights. I do not recommend going any heavier than 3 kilos per weight for this workout, all right? When you're ready, guys, coming into a 4-point position, we're gonna work through our cat-cows, dropping the belly, opening the chest, and lifting the gaze for a deep inhale through the nose, and then rounding through the spine, pressing the mat away as you exhale and draw your eye gaze towards your belly button. Just flowing through here, moving with your breath, taking this opportunity to really connect with the breath and the body. Strong press away through those palms into the mat every time you round through the spine and exhale. Let's go for one more round of breath here. Big deep inhale through the nose, strong exhale through the mouth, and then meet me with a neutral spine. Beautiful. We're going to tuck the toes, send the hips up and back into our downward dog, and come into a gentle pedal out through the legs, bending and extending through one knee at a time. You can really let the hips and the shoulders sway. Try to focus on sending all of your weight through the grounded heel so that you can get a nice release up your calf. Good. Let's go for one more to each side. And then we're going to draw both heels down towards the mat, find stillness. Focus on sending your sit bones to the ceiling, closing the gap between your chest and your thighs. Take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, can you lift up onto your tippy toes, roll forwards through your spine. Coming into your high plank to hold, we step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, coming into a gentle rock and press back and forth. Keep your eye gaze lifted towards the top of the mat. Beautiful work. Now we're going to start to draw the left elbow down towards the left foot. See how low you can go. Inhale down here and then exhale to twist and reach the left arm to the ceiling. 2 more like this, all the way down. You can let that left knee fall out to the side, all the way up. Let's go for one more, all the way down, all the way up, holding here. We sweep the left arm towards the back of the room. Your eye gaze follows. Bring it all the way around. Let the left palm meet the mat. Beautiful. Stepping that left foot back, coming into your downward dog for that pedal out of the legs. Once again, just working side to side. Beautiful, guys. Bringing both heels down. We breathe in. We exhale to come forwards, stepping that right foot to the outside of the right hand and coming into that little press backwards and forwards here, just warming up into this stretch. And when you are ready, we're going to draw that right elbow down towards the right foot. Inhale, exhale, twist and reach. Good. 2 more, all the way down. See how deep you can get. All the way up. Last one, you're going to meet me with that arm reaching to the ceiling. We sweep it back. Your eye gaze follows all the way back. Let the right palm meet the mat. Slowly stepping that right foot back into your downward dog. One final time, embracing stillness for your inhale. And then we exhale to come forwards. Once the shoulders come over the wrists, you can drop your pelvis, open your chest, lift your gaze, and untuck your toes. We're going to drop that left shoulder back, right shoulder forwards, all the way through center to the other side. Once more each side. Beautiful, guys. And then we're going to get started with our abs. So just make sure you've got your weights nearby. Meet me lying all the way down on your back. You're going to have one weight in each hand. Arms are going to stretch long up towards the ceiling with the palms facing inwards. Find your imprint spine, tuck your tailbone under to squish your lower back into the mat. Float your left leg into tabletop, right leg into tabletop. Now, really squeeze your abs on here. Find that intentional core engagement. We're going to glue the weights together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift your chest up, pressing those weights forwards and up towards the ceiling. And then we inhale to lower. You exhale, crunch up. Good. Inhale, lower. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed here. It's pretty easy in this position to kind of hunch the shoulders up towards the ears. So just be super conscious of this and try to keep them relaxed. Pressing the weights up. Good. Keep exhaling to lift. Remember, this chest lift comes from you crunching ribs to hips, not from pulling or straining your head and neck forwards. You are doing amazing, warming up into those upper abdominals. Now, can you make sure your lower spine is still imprinted into the mat here? Maintain that intentional core engagement, drawing your belly in. We're going to add on in 3. You're going to meet me at the top in 2. Good. On this next one, guys, let's exhale, lift up and hold. Keep your chest lifted and steady. You're going to take a fly. Open your arms out to the side. You have a micro bend through your elbows. Close them together, lower. Separate the movement. So we lift. Good. We open. Feel that on your abs. Close, lower. Amazing work. So it's going to be super challenging for you to keep your hips steady. Keep your chest lifted while you open those arms out to the side. Use your breath. Good. Control the movement. Every time we close the weights back together when we come out of that fly, can we use that to get the chest up a little bit higher before we lower back down? So just getting that little extra crunch in. Draw your belly in, keep your eye gaze towards your knees here. Make sure the chin is not dropping to the chest. Good. All right, the next time you lift up, we're going to add on. As you open the arms, can you extend your left leg long, sweep it down? Bring it back to tabletop as you close the weights together, then lower the chest. We lift. It's going to be your right leg this time. Extends long, sweeps down. Knee stacks back above the hip as the weights come together. And then we lower all the way down. Good. Working side to side. Please make sure you're not hyperextending through your arms here, guys. So do try to maintain that micro bend through your elbows. Beautiful work. Toes are pointed in that leg extension. Remember, it is super duper important not to let your core engagement go when you lower the leg. So make sure you're not arching through your spine when the leg lowers. It should stay squished down into the mat. Beautiful. How high can you keep your chest lifted as you work through that movement? You have another 6 here, and then we're going to add our final progression. Exhale up, last 5. Control it. Good, guys. Let's go for 4. Pointing those toes to keep those legs active. In your last 3. Good. For 2. Beautiful work. All right, this is your last one like this. All the way up, open, close, lower. Now we're going to progress. We lift up, glue your ankles and knees together. You're going to go double leg extension as you take that fly. Crunch everything in, lower down. You exhale up. Slow and controlled. Do not let your lower back arch. And then you come all the way down. Now, if that's not for you, just go back to singles. That is totally fine. Do whatever works best for your body today. Exhale up. Keep your chest as high as you can. Prevent your belly from doming. Draw it in as you take that double leg extension. Good, guys. We're going for 5, and then we're going to hold it lifted. Exhale up. Beautiful work. Last 4. Good. My tracky's almost at my knees. Let's go for 3. Amazing. Don't rush it. 2 more. Beautiful work. All right, ready? Last one. Come all the way up. You know we're staying here. We just go out, in, out, in. Do not let your lower back go. Draw your belly in. Use that strong engagement through your core. You have 6. Can you lift your chest a bit higher? Control the movement for 5. Good, guys. Last 4. Keep pushing for 3. You've got it. Last 2. Last 1. Draw everything in. Reach the weights over your shins. Pulse your chest up and up. 7, 6. Get higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Give those knees a nice flop from side to side. Remember, you can cactus through the arms to get an even further release through those abs, and just take some deep breaths. Beautiful work. All right, now that our abs and our upper body are nice and warm, we're going to come up. So you're only going to need one weight for this next part of class. It's going to come into your left hand. Can you just find a 4-point position briefly so that you can make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders here? Now, you're going to gently and slowly step your knees back so you can find a half plank position. So in this half plank position, we don't want our bum coming up like this at all. Our shoulders are directly over our wrists, and we have a nice straight line from the crown of our head to our tailbone, squeezing slightly through the glutes and just engaging the core to stay active here. First layer is nice and simple. You're just going to take a row through that left arm. So row that weight up, tap it down. Row it up. Good. Tap it down. So elbow will glide up past the rib cage in that row, and then we tap. You're thinking about maintaining that super intentional core engagement the whole time here. Your body will naturally sway slightly, but try to keep it minimal. Good. Beautiful, guys. All right, we're going to add on. The next time you tap the weight down, hold here. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat, find your plank, pause. Lightly tap the knees back down, take your row. Release, lift, you are finding your plank, lower, find your row. So remember, super slow, controlled, and intentional movements in our strength classes always. Please make sure you're not heavily dropping the knees down to the mat. It's a controlled tap. You take that row. Good, guys. We're going to go for 5 like this. Keep flowing through here. Last 4. Good. You're going to meet me with the weight to the mat in 3. Keep breathing. Exhale on that row. You have 2. Amazing. Last 1. We're going to lift the knees, tap. Lift, tap. So now when the knees touch the mat, you're not transferring your weight through them. It's just a gentle kiss down and then a lift. Getting ready to just find your full plank in 3. Good. In 2. Last 1. Come to your full plank and hold. Can you take your row here? Elbow glides up. Ground the weight down. Pause. You're going to pike your hips up, drawing the weight to tap the right ankle. Bring it back to the mat. Find your strong plank. Row your left arm up. That is your flow for now. Exhale, pike. You tap your right ankle with that weight in the left hand. Come back into your plank. Take your row. Separate the movements. It doesn't have to be fast. Check in with your body for me. Make sure that your shoulders are still directly over your wrists. Good. You are doing amazing. Flowing through here. Remember, you can always drop your knees for that row if you don't feel like doing it in the full plank is for you today. Good. Can you hear my breath shaking? All right, guys, we are adding on our next layer in 3. Please make sure your bum is not piking up towards the ceiling when you take that row. 2 more before we layer on. Beautiful work. All right, on this next one, we row. We pike. You come forwards and hold. Can you rotate towards the left? I'm just going to adjust my sports bra. Reaching that weight up towards the ceiling, coming into your side plank. Hold. Draw your left elbow down towards your rib cage. Press up. Come through center. We go from the top. Row. Pike. Ankle tap. Side plank. Pull it down. Press it up. Beautiful work flowing through here. Enjoy the movement. Take your modifications as needed. So your options are to lower your right knee to the ground for extra support in your side plank, and also to lower your knees to the ground for extra support in that row. However, we only have 5 more. Do whatever you need to do to maintain that correct form for 4. Beautiful. Always the option to come down to that right forearm as well, guys. You are in your last 3. Keep pushing. You can also take that ankle tap without the weight, okay? You're doing amazing. 2 more. You are so close. You guessed it. We are going to meet in that side plank, okay? You are doing so well. I promise you can do it. All right, last one. Row. Pike, tap. Meet me in your side plank. It's just that press. Lift up through the right side of your waist. Breathe. Your eye gaze is towards that weight. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach up and just hold for me. Hold here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. You can take a child's pose. Do whatever you need to do. Beautiful work, guys. All right, we are not going to do the other side straight away, okay? We're going to grab onto both weights and just work through a little bit of upper body. So when you are ready, meeting me in a high kneel position. Now, we will be progressing into a thigh stretch, so we do need to be kneeling here. If your knees are uncomfortable, you can fold your mat over a few times for some padding, grab a towel, a cushion, anything that you need, okay? When you're ready, we find our high kneel position. So we squeeze our glutes here, we tuck our tailbone under and engage our core. We maintain that the whole time. You're going to exhale into a lateral raise. Your palms are facing down. Inhale, control the lower of the weights. Exhale, bring it up. Good. Inhale, control that lower down. Amazing, guys. Eye gaze is forwards and lifted. So we're not dropping the chin to the chest like this. Beautiful work. Good. Relax your shoulders here, especially if you feel this in your traps or your neck. Super important. Try your very best to drop the shoulders away from the ears. And if you still feel tension in your neck, try to go with some lighter weights or just your body weight. Okay, let's combo this. Lateral raise. Lower. Frontal raise, palms face inwards. Lower. Good. Exhale. Beautiful, guys. So you're always exhaling on the effort, inhaling as the arms lower. You're doing amazing. Now check in with your body for me here. Do you still have that strong engagement through your core? Little tuck under of your tailbone. We're going to add on. So you take your lateral raise, lower. Take your frontal raise, hold. Can you start to hinge your body back? Squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes. Good. Find your challenge point. Come forwards. Lower the arms. Take your lateral raise. So frontal raise and hold. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Strong through your body. Hinge back. Feel that pinch in your quads. Come forwards and release. Amazing. So when you hinge back, guys, super important that you do not change the shape of your spine. Do not let your lower back arch. If that's happening, you've come back too far. Amazing work. All right, we're just going to start to flow a little bit more. So what we're going to do, as we come into the frontal raise, we hinge back. As we lower the arms, we hinge forwards, and then you take that lateral raise. Beautiful. Use your breath here. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes. Whole body is working super hard. All right, are you ready? We're going to ditch that lateral raise. That was your last one. You're going to come back into your thigh stretch, hold. Coming back into that fly, open your arms. Close, lift. Inhale, exhale, hinge, control it, open, close, come up. Super strong movement. If you can't get as much range as you usually can in that fly, that's okay. Just open the arms as much as you feel comfortable without feeling pain, without dumping through the lower back. Try to think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Good, guys. Super strong movement. We have one final layer. We're going to add it on. You're going to come back, open your arms, hold. Stay in your hinge, tap the weights together overhead. Good. Bring them back to the side. To the front, lift. Just 5. I promise you can do it. We come back. We open. Slow. Tap. To the side, in front, come up. Last 4, you are strong. Squeeze your abs, get the most out of this movement. You are doing amazing. Good. Final 3. Yes, you can. Breathe. Good, guys. Last 2, nearly done. We can do 2 of anything. Good. All right, last one. Breathe in. Are you ready? We come back. Open. You tap, lengthen. Tap, lengthen. Stay back. Squeeze your abs just for 4. I promise you can do it. You have 3. Good. 2. Last one. Open your arms out to the side. Drop back further and just hold. Hold it for me. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come forwards. Oh my goodness, quads, shoulders, everything. Whole body on fire. We've got to do that little side planking series on the other side. So pop one of your weights out of the way. Remember, please always pause the video to take a break if you need that. One weight through your right hand. Find your wrist directly under your shoulders. Gently drop your knees back. Finding your beautiful little half plank. When you're ready, exhale, row that right arm. Inhale, release. Exhale, row. Inhale, release. So as I said before, we don't want to rock and sway through the body too much. Of course, it is going to happen a little bit naturally. Just try to control it as much as you can. Good. Beautiful work. Big, strong pull and release. Elbow comes all the way up past the rib cage. You are doing amazing. Next time you lower the weight, tuck the toes, lift the knees. You are in your full high plank. Drop the knees, take your row. Good. Lift. Drop. Row. Beautiful work. Make sure you're pausing for half a second, finding your high plank before you drop the knees and row. Your eye gaze is towards the top of your mat. You are squeezing your abs on. They have been working super hard today. Just going here for 5, and then we're going to stay with those knee taps, same as we did on the other side. Good. In 4. Keep pushing. We come up to standing after this. 3 more. Amazing. Last 2. Good, guys. Last 1. Can you meet me with the knees lifted? We gently tap, gently lift. Gently tap, gently lift. Draw your belly in, press the mat away. 5. Meeting me with the knees lifted in 4. Good. In 3, 2, Last one, lift the knees up, hold. Can you take your row here? We lower the weight, pike your hips up, bring your weight to tap your left ankle. Come forwards, take your row. Good, this is your flow for now, guys. Same as what we did on the other side. Now remember your modifications. You don't have to take the weight with you in that crossbody ankle tap in your pike, and you can always lower your knees to the mat for extra support when you take that row. Just do whatever's right for your body today and take it at your pace. Good. You are doing so well. We are up to standing after this, okay? Use your breath. Exhale into that pike. Reach. Beautiful. We're going for 4 more, then we're going to add that next layer. Do not rush it. Strong and controlled movements. For 3. Beautiful. Last 2. Stunning, guys. All right, on this next one, we row. Lower. Pike, reach. You come forwards, rotate to the right. Reach that weight to the ceiling. Draw the right elbow down to the rib cage. Press up. Come back into your plank and move through your flow. Remember, you can always drop the left knee to the mat to find more support when you come into your side plank and take your press. You are doing so well. You just have another 5 like this before we meet in that side plank to finish off nice and strong. Good. In 4. Keep flowing. Beautiful, guys. Focus on that form. You are in your last 3. Breathe. Nearly there. Good. Really lift up through that left side of your waist in that side plank. Final 2. We are so close. Reach. Good. To the side. Take your press. All right, we are in our last one. Let's go. Row. Pike, tap. Meet me in your side plank for that press. Draw it down, press it up. Lift through that left side, of your waist. You have 5. We are holding in 4. In 3, you've got it. Breathe. 2. Last one, press up. Reach, look towards your weight, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, stunning, amazing. Take your child's pose, do whatever you need to do. When you are ready, we are going to come up to standing, all right, guys? So you will need both of your weights. We're going to bring the weights to the shoulders, and we're going to find a split stance. So your right foot is going to be forwards. You're going to take a generous step back with your left foot, and it's just going to be your left toes resting super lightly on the mat. Your right knee is going to have a slight bend in it from the very beginning here. We're not ever going to fully straighten the right leg when we're in this position. All of your weight is through your right heel. You should be able to wriggle the toes. We're going to slowly hinge forwards, bending that right knee even deeper as the upper body comes slightly forwards over the right thigh. And then we press through the right heel to come back up into that starting position. Hinge forwards. Good. Press to come up. Beautiful. So we think about sending the hips back, sending that right glute back, and then we come forwards. So super deep bend through that right knee to facilitate this movement. You are light on your left toes. Amazing work, you guys. We want to feel that right glute. When you come down, can you check in with your right knee? It should be pressing out over your pinky toes on that right foot and never ever buckling in. All right, we're going to start to add on here. So as you come forward, you're going to drop the weights to frame your right knee. As you lift up, you're going to curl the weights back to your shoulders. Come down, lengthen the arms. Little pause at the bottom. Bring it up, curl the weights to the shoulders. Remember, please don't fully straighten your right knee at the top of this movement. So just keep a little bend when you come up. And then we drop down. Beautiful. Chin is lifted off your chest. Eye gaze is in front of you. We are adding on in 3. You're going to meet me in that hinge in 2. Keep taking it super slow. Beautiful. On this next one, come down into your hinge. Hold it there for me, guys. Back to that fly. Exhale, open. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lower. Curl, press through the heel to stand. We come down and forwards. Beautiful. Open. Close. Press strongly through the heel to stand. You are doing amazing. Really focus on your form here, guys. Super important that at no point you are rounding through your upper back. Nice flat back as you come down. Lift your gaze for that fly. We come up. Good. You have another 4 before we layer on. You are doing amazing. Let's go for 3 more. Beautiful. Control that fly. 2 more, guys. Good. All right. On this next one, you're going to come down. Take your fly. Curl the weights to your shoulders as you stand. Pause. Slowly start to pivot on the ball of your left foot, transferring all of the weight into your left heel as you straighten your right leg and drop down into a lateral lunge to the left. Brief pause here, and then you come up. Once again, pivoting on the feet, we drop down into our hinge in that right foot and take our fly. Good. Flowing through here. You'll get a hang of it slowly. Really separate the movements until then. Good. All right. We're going to add on our arms in that lateral lunge. So you come down, all you're going to do is pause here, press up, control it, draw the weights down, come up, pivot back to the front, hinge and fly. That is your full flow. You are doing amazing. It never has to be fast. Now, if that overhead press in that lateral lunge position is not good for your back or your neck, please feel free just to leave it out. You are doing amazing. Good. We have another 5 like this. You're going to meet me in that hinge with the right foot forwards. In 4. Keep taking it slow. Bit of coordination here for you as well. Amazing. So close, guys. Last 3. Good. Control that transition. You have 2 more. Beautiful, stunning, amazing. Good. All right. On this next one, you're going to come down into that hinge and hold. You have the deepest possible bend through your right knee. You are just taking that fly. All of your weight is in your right heel. Super light on your left toes. Good. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the weights, curl them to your shoulders. Pause. Pulse down and forwards into your right heel. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Lift up. Drop to your lateral lunge. We press, bend, press, bend. 6, 5. Good. Yes, we are pulsing in 4. No weight through your right foot. 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Draw the weights down. Pulse into that left heel. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Beautiful work. Now, meeting me in the center of your mat. We're going to bring the feet about hip distance apart. You can have slight external rotation through the knees and the toes if that's what you prefer for your squat. Weights are going to come to the shoulders. We're just going to squat and stand. Good. Squat and stand. Now, guys, in that squat, you send your weight back into the heels, sending the glutes back and down. Try to get a little bit deeper every time as you warm up into it. Even distribution of weight through both heels. Amazing work. Elbows are facing forwards. Little hinge forwards through the upper body as you come down. All right, now as we stand, we press. As we squat, we draw the weights to the shoulders. Exhale, press up. Inhale, squat down. Beautiful work. Press those heels into the mat. Please make sure your knees are not buckling inwards when you come down into that squat. So press them out towards the sides of the room. Good. You are doing amazing. We're going to add on in 4. Meeting me at the bottom in 3. In 2. On this next one, drop it down and hold. Tricep extension, kick the arms back. Curl them in, press it up. We squat, kick it back, curl it in, press it up. Beautiful work. That is your flow. Really press those heels into the mat as you hold your lower body under tension to take that tricep extension. You just have 6 before we hold it down. Good. Last 5. Keep exhaling to press up. Keep your core engaged for 4. Nearly there, guys. Last 3. For 2. All right. Last 1. Drop it down. Just that tricep extension. Out and in. Out and in. Think about sending your pinkies towards the ceiling. You have 6. 5. Curling it in 4. Can you get a bit deeper in your squat? 3, 2, last 1. Curl it in. Pulse deeply into your glutes. Press your heels down. Sink your hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Beautiful work. All right. All we have is that single leg work on the other side. I'm going to face this way so that my back isn't facing you when we come into our lateral lunge. So, finding your form, weights to the shoulders. Left foot is forward this time, guys. Generous step back with your right foot, and then you come into that little bend through your left knee, finding your split stance. All right, when you are ready, we just hinge forwards and stand. Good. Deep bend through that left knee to hinge forwards. Press through your left heel to stand. So you might find that that right foot shuffles around on the mat a little bit until you find your sweet spot. That is totally fine. Inhale down. Exhale up. Again, just check in with your body when you come down. Make sure your left knee is not buckling in towards the right. It's tracking out over your pinky toes. All right. When you are ready, we come down, we drop the weights. We curl them to the shoulders as we stand. Hinge, drop the weights. Press through the heel to stand, curl them up. Beautiful work, guys. Take it slow. Control the movement. Keep your eye gaze lifted and never ever down towards your left foot. Little pause at the bottom. Find that connection. Press the left heel into the mat before you stand. You are doing so well. 4 more, then we add on. Good. So you're going to meet me at the bottom. In 3. Breathe. You have 2. Good. On this next one, you come down. We come back to that fly. You open the arms out. Remember, micro bend through the elbows. Lower, curl to stand. Good. We hinge. Open, close, curl to stand. All of your weight is through your left heel. You have no weight at all going through those right toes into the mat. Focusing on this left side for now. Amazing. You are doing so well. Last bit of hard work for class. Good. 4 more. Then we add on that transition into that lateral lunge. In another 3. Nearly there. You've got it. Let's go for 2. Down. Open. Close. Stand. Good. On this next one, calm down, take your fly. Curl the weight to the shoulders, stand. Pivot on the ball of that right foot. All of the weight comes into the right heel as you drop down to the right in that lateral lunge. We come through center once again, pivoting on the feet. We come into that hinge. We take our fly. Beautiful work, guys. So take it as slow as you need to while you get used to the movement on this side. Good. Pivoting on your feet to switch it over. Dropping as deep as you can. Always pressing through the heel to stand. Amazing. All right, now we've got the hang of it. Let's go in with that press. Hold deep. Press. Really control it. Draw it down. Come up. Swivel around. Take your fly. Beautiful. Controlled movement here. Think about the shapes you are creating. Think about the allocation of weight, always through the heel. You have 5 more, okay? We're going to meet in that hinge after that to finish off nice and strong. In 4, nearly there. So good, you guys. Beautiful. Last 3. Breathe. I feel like I'm slowly creeping off my mat. Last 2. Good. Drop those arms. Take that fly. All right, last one. You're going to meet me in that hinge. We're just going to work that fly. No weight at all through that back foot. You should be able to lift it off the mat. Exhale to open the arms. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Lower the arms, curl the weights to the shoulders and pulse deeply into that left heel. Good. Forwards and down. 4, 5. To your lateral lunge in 4. You've got it. 3, 2, last 1. Come to your lateral lunge. Drop deep. We press and draw the weights down. Press it up. Draw it down. 4, 5. You've got it. Last big push. Last 4. Can you get deeper for me? 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Draw the weight down. Pulse. Nice and deep. Press that heel into the mat. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work, guys. Stand all the way up. Drop those weights out of the way. Let's stretch. Amazing. Come to the back of your mat. We're going to go for 3 nice deep breaths, slowing everything down. So big deep inhale as you bend through those knees. Wave those arms up, open through the chest. Find length through the spine. Exhale, throw it all the way. 2 more. Nice deep inhale. Through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Big breath in. Find length at the top. As you exhale, can you start to tuck your chin to your chest? Rolling one piece at a time all the way down until your hands meet the mat. Then we slowly walk out into our downward dog, coming into that gentle pedal out through the legs, bending and extending through one knee at a time. Let the hips and the shoulders sway. Good. Now draw both heels down towards the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. Roll forwards to your high plank and hold. Left knee comes into left wrist. Left ankle towards right wrist. Slowly come all the way down. Coming into that pigeon stretch. Either just embracing stillness here or perhaps coming into a gentle rock and sway from side to side, feeling that nice release through your left glute, your left hip. Good. Let's take a deep breath in here. In through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest. And then a strong exhale through the mouth. Feel all of that air leaving your body. Slowly walk your hands back in. Hold here for me. Let's start to bend through that right knee. And then we're going to reach that left arm all the way around to grab onto your right foot. Your eye gaze will follow. Can you gently draw that right foot in until you feel a stretch through your right quad? Good. Just holding here. And then we slowly release the right foot. Circle that left arm all the way around, left palm. We'll meet the mat. Tuck those right toes. Send it back into your downward dog once again. Into that pedal out through the legs. Beautiful. All right. Both heels meet the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Roll forwards. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist. Shuffle all the way down. Relax. Breathe deeply. Embracing stillness or finding that gentle rock from side to side. Amazing work, guys. Let's take one last deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, all the way to the top of the chest. Strong exhale through the mouth. Let everything go. Good. Slowly walk those hands back up. We're going to start to bend through that left knee. Reach that right arm around to grab that left foot. Gently draw it in until you feel that nice stretch through your quad. Eye gaze follows that left hand. That right hand, my goodness, I cannot get my lefts and rights today. All right, guys, slowly release your left foot. Circle that hand all the way around right palm. We'll find the mat one final time back into your downward dog. Stillness right away. Enjoy that stretch. Draw the heels down. Draw the chest towards the thighs. Big inhale. As you exhale, really exaggerate the ripple through the spine to come forwards. Once the shoulders come over the wrist, drop your pelvis, untuck your toes, lift your eye gaze. Drop your left shoulder back, right shoulder forwards. Through center to the other side. Once more each side. Amazing work. Coming through center slowly. Finding a comfortable seated position to meet me in for a clearing breath to finish class. Amazing work today, guys. Roll those shoulders back for me. And then when you are ready, nice deep inhale. Open through the chest, find length through the spine. Gather all the good energy in the room in between your fingertips. As you exhale, draw those hands down through heart center. Give yourself so much love, appreciation, and recognition for showing up for your workout today. I am proud of you. I hope you are proud of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. I love and appreciate you very much. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you for your next workout. Bye.